Out of Miami, Florida man uses blank in attempt to rob Publix.
No, he already knows.
You know it? You know it? I knew it. I told you know it.
All right, we're
going to make you go last. He goes last. He goes last.
Yeah, he definitely goes last. He already knew.
Yeah, I'm going to play poker with you, Wicks, bro. Like, you got a poker face that I can actually play against.
All right. Cup to cup. Welcome everybody. Cup to Cup, episode number 193. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We have a fan-freaking-tastic episode tonight. We finally have a guest back on. So, you know, this is new year, new Cup to Cup. We're bringing guests back on at more of a regular rate. So let me just get our introductions out of the way. Obviously, my name's Kevin. I'm the greatest host in the history of podcasting. Top 5 person in general. Some like to call me the best of the best, Top Gun Kevin.
No
Maverick.
one calls you that.
No one's ever said that to you, bro.
Literally ever.
Well, you know, it is what it is. You guys call it what it is. We do have Jason here as well. He's donating this beautiful, nice hoodie. Looks like he got it from Amazon or something. I don't know.
I don't know why you guys have said Amazon. You said Target. Like, I don't know why this
We're
is
just trying to
kind of
figure
vibe
out.
off. It's just a blank sweater, bro. It's just
So you're
tan.
not,
I don't
just
know
not
what
going to reveal where you got it from.
It
It's
matches
fine.
his
It's
hair.
good.
I don't
it perfectly
remember.
matches his hair. That's why he bought it.
What's up? Let's get going because I want to introduce this guest, man. You're talking about
we
the
also
sweater.
have
No one gives a
Chase.
shit about this
We
sweater.
got Chase. Chase has got his Captain America faded shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's faded. That's the look, right?
It's the dad shirt.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate dad shirt. But hey, what we're really here for is our very special guest. And you know what? I never asked him what he wants me to call him. I'm just gonna call him Wicks. Does that work? We got our boy Wicks from Omgitswicks. You can find him all over all social media.
The world.
Yeah. Dude's
Especially
hilarious.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's known
If you
for
just Google
activating
search-
his flip phone, you know.
Yes, 100%. Search
man.
OMG, it's Wicks, and I promise you'll pull up 30,000 pieces of content.
Yeah, all one
easily
word, just
found.
like Cup to Cup show, no spaces. We do
Yeah.
the same thing here on Omgitswicks.
That's how we
But
do it.
yeah, how you been, man?
I'm good. How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all got me on. I've been waiting. Like, I know we couldn't connect before, but I've been
Well,
Oh no, we can connect. It's on me. I already talked about this. I reached out to you first,
Jason's fault.
not years ago, like at least 6-7 months. I was like, "Hey man, we want you on." You're like, "All right, cool, let's do it." And then I just go cold turkey because I'm lazy as shit.
I thought it was me.
And
I thought it was me.
oh no, it ain't you. It ain't you. Like we used to have guests on at least a couple times a month, if not like at least once a month. And then like we got lazy and you probably know this too. Working with other influencers or partners and getting timing down and like trying to work and get like people on schedules is a pain in the ass. And I just got bored. And last year we did a couple, but we didn't do a lot. And the fact that we're starting out with you, I'm super pumped, man. And we talked about this before, and you are probably, we won't find a better person for this segment. It's Florida Man.
shot.
We're going to break the ice with this, and there's no effing way we're going to find a better guest for this one. So I expect you to answer it correctly. But let me play this intro, and we'll get into this, man, and then we'll talk a little bit about you.
All right.
All right, man. Like I said earlier, I'm going to read out a headline. I'm going to leave out one blank, and then you guys are all going to try to fill it in. I'll make Kevin go first, and then OMG, and then I'm going to make Chase go last. All right, so this one's out of Miami, so I got to give you context, so that's always important. Out of Miami, Florida man uses blank in attempt to rob Publix.
No, he already knows.
You know it? You know it? I knew it. I told you knew it.
All right, make
We're going to make you go last. He goes last. He goes last.
Yeah, he definitely goes last. He already knew.
Yeah, I'm going to play poker with you, Wicks, bro. Like, you got a poker face that I can actually play against.
All right. To rob a Publix, he uses. Damn.
I knew it.
Maybe he brings like a pub sub back into Publix, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, stick it up," like it's in his jacket or something, like, "Hey, get him up."
I like it.
I'm
I like
gonna
it.
say he comes in with a giant dildo, just swinging that bitch around,
right.
just swinging around.
It's always good.
They're good, man.
Wicks, tell us what it is.
All right,
though.
Wicks.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Or you might know. I don't know. Let's figure it out.
So he tried to rob it with a stapler.
Yes. Yep.
Everybody, watch out.
So he's 100% right, man. We got a little segment for that one, and so this year, if all of our guests, if they get it right, we put them on the board for this one. So I'm gonna put you on the board.
He's on the big board.
Yeah,
You can put it on the board.
Yeah.
he's on twice.
You get two. I had it on loop. So the backstory behind this is pretty simple. There's really not much behind it. He goes into a Publix. He gives the Publix employee a note, and it basically tells them, hey, we're gonna rob you. The employee then goes to a coworker and sneaks in that she needs help. They call the cops. He gets arrested. They search him. They find a black stapler on him. So
Yeah.
that's
That
it.
was
That's all.
definitely he was on meth, right? He was
Well,
on
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Had to be on something. It's in Miami,
I bet
so you
you-
never know.
Exactly.
Could be in.
Yeah. 100% he Googled, like, what looks like a gun? What can I put in my pocket that looks like a gun? And it was like stapler was like the third option. He's like, I got that. Let's put that in my pocket. It's fucking crazy. Bro, you did exactly what I thought you were going to do,
That's
man.
right.
That makes me super happy.
You didn't
man.
let us down. You
Yeah,
didn't let
didn't
us down.
disappoint.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get into you, man. First off, I got to know where the name comes from, how you started, and then we can dive in from there because I feel like that's going to stem some questions.
Chase has a
Yeah.
big question he's asked
do,
you when you're
yeah.
done with
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, first, I actually started doing. Well, the name comes from Wicks. In South Florida, back when I was in like high school, a long time ago, they used to call like my hair. The nickname for it was Wicks, and so
okay.
that kind of carried outside of high school. I did music for a little bit. Got into podcasting, which led me into sketch comedy. Then my daughter made a TikTok for me, and then boom, this kind of happened.
So you got her to thank you for it, huh?
Yeah, she
That's
told me
awesome, man.
I owe her half.
Nice.
But it worked out.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, TikTok would be your biggest platform right now, right?
Yeah.
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 It is.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's not even saying that. I mean, it's saying a lot, but I mean, because if you look on your Instagram and YouTube, you got just thousands and thousands of followers and likes and all that kind of stuff. So it's across the board.
Well, your videos are hilarious. I was telling the guys before we hopped on, I showed my wife one. I was like, this is the guy we're going to have on the podcast. And I showed her one video, and she just kept scrolling through. I was like, okay, all right, you watched
Give my
30.
phone back.
Yeah,
phone back.
can I have my phone back, please?
Yeah. Speaking of phone, Chase, you want to ask? Because that's what we got to know.
I got to know, man, because what's the deal with the flip phone? I was like, oh, is this an old video? And I was like, oh, shit, this was posted yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Well, the flip phone was kind of so I was born in the 80s, so I was raised during the whole flip phone, thing. So I was actually starting to do a video. Only in Florida, somebody got into like an argument with me, saying that an alligator can't climb a fence. So I wanted to like show them. And I happen to have this flip phone from like a prior sketch that I did maybe like a year prior. And I was like, well, I want to show me like a creative way to show this happening. And that's how I had the flip phone. I was like, this will be funny. Yeah. And it was only supposed to be one video, and now I have 5 flip phones.
I was about to say, I've seen multiple colors, so I know you have more than one for sure.
I was going to say that. It brings me back, bro. I've seen the Razor. I think I've seen the Nokia. Like, the Razor, bro. I was like, oh, dude, I remember getting that phone thinking I was the richest kid in the world.
I never got a Razor, bro. You rich ass.
I'll say it here. The Razor is still one of the best phones of all time.
It's great.
Yeah. And I had my old phone. The first phone was the Kyocera, I think it was. So that was the first one. And then it just kind of, the Razors happened, and people see me, they're like, hey, I got a purple one. And they'll be like, you know what? Let's make it happen.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome,
great.
man. So, like,
go ahead.
You go, Kev.
Oh,
No,
well,
you go.
I want to talk about the other thing. Obviously, you got the flip phone. But the other thing you're famous for is every single video, this man's got something from Publix that he's eaten. That's why when you said Publix, too, in the Florida Man, I was like, we're screwed. We don't stand a chance. So I just real quick skimmed through a few videos, and you've ate a pub sub, cookies, sprinkled cookies, chicken wings, chicken tenders, and honey buns. And then there was like this big, huge thing that I saw in the comments? Somebody said it had cinnamon on it. What's that thing called again?
A flying saucer.
A flying
What the
saucer.
fuck?
Yep, never heard of it. I'm from Florida, you know, but where'd you get that damn thing?
Publix.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, the one that we were watching your videos earlier a couple of minutes ago, and the one that cracked me up the most, man, was when you had the giant fucking cake. Like you just had a cake and you're eating a Publix cake. I think it was an ice cream cake or something. I was like, this bitch got an ice cream cake, just eating it. I was like, I want the ice cream cake now.
Yes.
Has Publix ever hit you up to partner?
Not to partner. They hit me up all the time. Actually, they most of the Publix shirts. The reason why I don't know where they come from is because Publix actually sends me the stuff. Like they'll send me merch and like gift cards and stuff all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
At least they recognize it. You know?
Publix.
No, that's huge. That's huge. Because I mean, Publix is pretty old school. They're like family owned and all that. So for them to actually like send you kind of stuff, like it's hard. Like we did a sub bracket and we tagged them 1,000 times. Never got a like, never got a comment from them at all. And I'm sure they're busy. They got things to do. So that just shows how big you are.
It's also because you idiots voted them out in the championship. But,
Well,
It's true. Yeah.
My complaint about Publix is, you know, that the bread can be a little hard. You know, sometimes it kind of rips your mouth up.
He's got a baby mouth.
You're walking out of there with bloody lips and stuff. And
See, I always get a chicken tender sub and I get it toasted. When you toast it, it always makes the bread soft. So
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
my way.
I was gonna ask you what was your number one sub, and I'm assuming it's the Publix chicken
with the
tender.
barbecue sauce.
With the barbecue sauce. That's the one. That's how I do it. And it makes it soft and it's delicious. I'm gonna go get one tomorrow.
See.
He said on
Now
his
I
live
feel
the other
bad.
day, he's like, I go like a couple times a day, or maybe a couple times a day sometimes.
Yeah, I do.
Damn. Do you feel like a celebrity when you go in the Publix? Do they recognize you?
Yeah. Well, the Publix that I go to, they knew me before because I go every day. So before I start making videos, like they always see me. So now that they see the video, they be like, "Oh, it's you!" Like I know
this guy.
But they already like knew me before that.
Yeah. And so did that one day did you just say every time I come in there and I have food, it's always going to be Publix? Like did that come organically or did you like think of this prior?
It was an accident.
It was an accident too?
It was an accident. I was making the video, the alligator video. I was making it, and I had Publix already, and I made the video with the Publix, and I didn't realize that I had it. Then like I think people started commenting about it, and I was like, okay, cool, you know. So I tried to make a video without it, the next one without it, and it didn't go well. Like people were like, "Where's the Publix?" And I was like, all right, I guess I gotta bring it back.
I gotta bring it back. Yeah. That's awesome. We do have a video. Let's play it real quick. I'll play it, Kev. Here we go.
Hey, bro, it done got late. It's time to head in the house. Why? Why would we go in the house? It feel good out here. Bro, because it's been raining all day. You know how these mosquitoes finna be out. Okay, bro, I got my off on. Trust me, I'm good. Listen, just listen to me, man. That ain't gonna work. Listen, they didn't stop making mosquitoes after they made Florida mosquitoes. There's mosquitoes everywhere. Trust me, I'm good. All right, you know what? I'm gonna let you learn on your own. I'm gonna let you learn. Ooh, that's the cold out of kill him. Come on, get on. I tried to tell him that off just turned on. Help me.
The help me and the phone just holding it hits me every time.
That's awesome, them new Floridians, they don't understand, man. They don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't listen. And most of the new Floridian videos I do now is because of like stories that I'll get like from people that know a new Floridian or from new Floridians themselves. They'll be like, I didn't know this, and they'll be like, you know what? Let me make a video about it. So that's kind of how.
Dude.
I love that. I love that sometimes he'll put on a different shirt and disguise himself as like humidity or like no CMs or like mosquitoes or rain or something. Yeah. This shit cracks me up every time.
Yeah.
No CMs is something they need to let new Floridians. People don't understand
know.
like how like they think they're like, oh, they're not annoying. I was like, they can be worse than mosquitoes, man. Those things they're the devil.
You can't stop them. Like there's no stopping it because you don't see them coming. They just like at least a mosquito, like you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
It happen. No, they just.
You just get bit and you're like shit.
Yeah, by the time
you just run into a bunch of them too.
Yeah, exactly.
I also think like Isaac. I mean, I've lived in Central Florida, so we're like, I think the fastest route I could take to the beach is like 45 minutes or so. And I never remember no-see-ums in Central Florida. I always remember like getting too early to the beach or leaving too late and you'll get hit up by the no-see-ums. But when I went back to my parents' house, I was like, yo, they migrated to Central Florida. They're like they're in the land now. They're off. They left the beach and they're coming in.
Yeah.
It's going to take over eventually.
Yeah.
They are. You get normally, because I stay in Southwest Florida, so we have Fort Myers Beach, Naples. So we're used. Now we're not. You never really get used to it, but you know that they're coming. Sunrise, sunset. You kind of got to be out of there before then. But
I think it's hilarious. It's so true.
Yeah.
It's like you got to plan for the day,
Yeah.
100%. I'm trying to think. Oh shit! Did we lose him? That's a great screenshot to lose. I'm snapping this screenshot though because I'm gonna send it to him because it looks good. And he looks frozen. But
one of the other things I like about him though is the fact that like I can go through his videos with the girls and he doesn't curse, he doesn't do anything like that. It's clean comedy. So I don't have to worry about the girls running into the F word or anything like that.
Unlike our podcast.
Unlike our podcast, 100%, yeah. Which you're not allowed to watch or listen to, But that's one of the things I do like about him, too, is that, it's for everybody, and that's good for him.
It's so relatable, man. That one
100%.
with the kid wearing the sweatshirt, and you're like, how are you wearing that? I'm getting hot just looking at you.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so true.
Yeah, my kids, we went to, I think it was during the summer, and we were like school shopping. And in the summer it's August. It's hot.
It's like 100.
And
oh no, it froze.
Oh man, we keep on missing.
Bro, that was the one.
My phone. It's my phone.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
He's on the flip
fine,
phone.
dude.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, right. Pick your spot. But my kids were actually had their hoodies on, and I was like asking them questions like, are y'all not hot? Like, I'm feeling the sun. And they were just like not fazed by it. So that's how those videos actually came about.
I
believe it, man.
Off and they're just drenched underneath.
Yeah. I think it's some kind of like fan or AC or something in there. They have to have AC in them things because
I honestly don't think kids
different, man.
100%. I don't think they got like that thermometer that we have that feeling like, oh yeah, we know it's hot. Because I'll drive by bus stops and I'll just see kids. And I remember as a kid, I was that kid that like wouldn't wear any like winter clothing during like a 30-degree like one day like cold spell, and I'm like, oh, I am not cold. But then I've never been the other kid where I'm like in a jumpsuit in middle of August with a sweater and a beanie on. I'm like, dude, there's no, and I don't even see him sweat though. Like I'll come close, I'll kind of sneak up and be like, wait, is he sweating? Like I'll get some binoculars, I'll sneak up on the kid and just see.
Yeah,
because it's weird.
You need to stop doing that.
Stop sneaking up on.
Yeah, I'm probably on a list now.
Is that why you keep getting those letters?
Yeah, right.
Not the best thing.
When I used to teach, that's how it was. A kid would walk in, like first day of school wearing a hoodie. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right? Like, this is summer.
Doesn't make any sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you blessed enough to be able to do this full time, or do you have like, is this kind of like supplemental, or because you post a stuff? We just talked about not cursing. You post a lot of content, bro. You post a whole lot of content, and we all know how much work that goes into. Yes. So like, is this full time for you?
It's been full time for almost a year now.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I love to hear it, man.
Thank you. And before, like, I was still posting a lot of content. It was kind of like work around the job type of thing. But they let me work from home, so it was like during breaks I'll run outside, make a few sketches, and then
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like, but I made it work. But now since like last February, so almost a full year now, I'll be like full time.
Nice,
that's awesome, man.
That's awesome, dude.
I make like one TikTok a year, so and I'm wondering why we're not getting a lot of traction. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
So how do you like? So you say it's a sketch comedy. Do you do stand up comedy as well? Like, is there anything else you do outside of the digital world?
No. And a lot of people want me to. I have I have stand up comedian friends. I kind of tell them like I don't think that's my passion. I think I'm more so trying to aim for like TV and like movies and things like that. I think
good. I mean, your creativity is ridiculous, bro, with those videos. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
So what goes into
doing it right?
Is it really just like people send you stuff and that gives you kind of like the ideas? You like just write sketches out on your book and you're like, all right, this is what we're gonna do on Tuesday. Like, how does it all flow for you?
I usually record about 4 to 5 a day, so I may only post like 2 or 3. But it's mainly like things that'll happen. Like one day I walked outside and there was a wasp that lives. Well, he used to. He lived like outside, like by my back door. He was like building a nest. And every time I walked out, like he would like try to get me. So I turned that into a sketch,
bro. And that was so funny too. I love that one.
But it's mainly like real life things, like the frog that hangs out. Like where I live is like Lehigh Acres. It's been wooded for so long, so now they're starting to build into it. So we get like all the animals. So I'll make like a video about something that happened to me. So,
the
awesome.
one because we're not used to it here in Florida. The one he posted where he got into his car. He's like, man, it's cold. And then it was ice, baby. And it was like him dressed up, in a different shirt as ice. Yeah. Like just leaned up against the front. It was hilarious.
That actually happened. So that and I'm a Southwest Floridian. I'm not used to ice. Like I'm not used to that. So when I first seen it, I didn't know what to do. I just knew I wasn't supposed to put hot water on it. But I was like staring at it. And I was like, let me just go back in the house. Like,
right. Well, it'll take care of itself eventually.
Yeah. Let me just go back in the house. It'll handle it. It'll work itself out. Yeah. That actually happens. So most of it is like life experiences.
For sure, man. That's awesome. I think that's what makes it awesome.
All I want to do is see I want to see your refrigerator because I just feel like all I can picture is just a ton of public stuff, and I also want to see like the layout of all the flip phones you own. Like I'm picturing just like a desk full of flip phones and just an entire fridge full of just public stuff. Like that's all I'm seeing right now.
Random public things.
It is. It really is like a bunch of snacks, Publix food. The flip phones, they're kind of spread out because I have I'll lose them. But then I'll find them again. So I kind of just spread them out and wherever I'm like, I have 2 in the car. There's like 1 in my bedroom, 1. So they're like around. So if I need one, I know where to get it. So
you could just grab one and go.
Imagine him like going on a date or something. And she'll be like, "Why do you have a flip phone in your car?"
Don't worry about
that.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about the flip phone. Don't worry about the flip phone. I also could see him just going on like Facebook Marketplace, like looking for flip phones. Like, anybody selling any cheap flip phones around here?
Why does this guy keep buying flip phones?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I got a guy.
Don't send you flip phones or anything like that.
So I had the first flip phone and then I lost it, so I had to replace it because people wanted the flip phone. So I bought 2 more from eBay. And then I found the first one, so then I had 3, and then now every time they see me, they're like, "Hey, I have this flip phone." I'm like, you know what? Bring it. So,
You're like the Goodwill of flip phones. Like, I'll just take them all. Just donate them. Donate them to me, bro.
Bro, when flip phones come back around, you're gonna make a killing selling them.
That's right.
I actually seen on the news, and I think it was on Facebook, that their flip phones are coming back. So now everybody's like tagging me. And I was like, look what you did. And I'm like, I don't think I did it myself.
It was all you.
No, it was all you.
But hey, if I'm sitting on a gold mine right now, that's huge, man. You never know.
Yeah. Let me know. I got
you didn't hear? That's the new currency. It's flip phones and public subs. That's what
yeah. You're rich. You're done, bro.
Rich as hell.
Retiring tomorrow.
Yeah. I know you got some stuff to do later tonight, man, so I don't want to keep you any longer. But I want to let you take the next couple of minutes, man, and just let everyone know where to find you either on TikTok, on YouTube, if you got anything going on, anything live coming up, or anything of your kind of events, man. Just drop them now, man.
So OMGITSWICKS on pretty much every platform. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I tried on Twitter. We experimented with Twitter. I don't know what's going on there yet.
You gotta work with Elon a little.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's happening on Twitter. I was on there. There's a For You page and a following page. I didn't know what was going on, but I'm there. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Omgitswicks on everything. I'm there.
Awesome.
That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you making the time, man. I know you're busy. You're making 15 pieces of content a day, so you taking the time dropping this, man. It's just huge. So I'm happy we made this happen, man. I appreciate it, dude.
Of course, me too. Make sure y'all invite me back. I'm trying to come back. This is fun.
That'd be awesome.
Oh hell yeah! We will bring you back. We will absolutely bring you back, man. I feel like We need to spend like 5 minutes just bring you on Florida Man every time they don't get it right. I'll like, hey, we're gonna call a friend. We're gonna bring him on and see if he knows it.
Let's do it. I'm with it.
All right, man. All right. Have a good night, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Y'all too.
Thanks, Wicks.
Later, bro.
All right, later.